Hello. Hello and welcome to 5M for all of my people that are here on Facebook or YouTube after the fact. All right, for everybody that's here on Clubhouse, okay, got some new information on my screen. Let's see here. Let's turn my quality up. All right, so those that's hanging out on Facebook, give me a second. I'm actually opening up a window, and we're gonna talk for about 40 minutes, maybe 43 minutes to be exact. All right, let's see. We're going to talk about this concept called titration. If you never heard of it before, don't worry, because neither had I a few days ago. So this word is very new to me, this concept, but let's say the word is new, but the concept is not new. I just never knew this particular name for it. All right, let's see if I can ping some people. If you're with me on Facebook or YouTube, I'm on this app called Clubhouse right here. And this is an all audio chat app. It's putting people on the map in a whole different way. Let's see. What's up, Dave? Just saw that my friend Dave popped in. And I'm getting ready to actually ping in some more people. For those that are on Facebook, that just means that I am basically calling up my friends. All right, let's see here. It's been a while since I've been on Clubhouse, so I'm gonna alert a few of my friends. This concept of titration, which basically just means it's a way to deal with your stress, painful situations, stressful moments, by not resisting, but by leaning into, basically doing a combination of leaning into and pulling away from. I remember when I first heard someone say, whatever you resist persists, and whatever you fight, you ignite. And so I held that to this day until I would find this concept, titration. So in the background, you're listening to an original piece of mine called Breath of Life. And this is from my album called The Serenade Volume 12. I'm actually going to use this new pin function here in Clubhouse to pin it to the top. But before I get started, Dave, if you happen to be available, I'm gonna see if I can get a sound check. If not, it's all good. I think I'm pretty good. Let me turn down the piano music a little bit. Dave, what's up, bro?
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, what's up, man?
You sound fine.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
Thanks, bro.
Yeah.
Hope you're all right this morning. How's everything going?
I'm fantastic. I'm in Philly with a bunch of friends. It's
yeah,
great.
Man. Yes, sir.
I wanted to share your insights with a buddy of mine, but I'm gonna.
That's what's up.
I'm gonna mute the microphone and.
No doubt.
People.
Cool, fam. Thanks, man, for sharing as well.
Of course.
All right. All right, so just pinging in a few more friends and gonna chat here for the next 40 minutes. Chop it up for a few. Titration. So if you're hanging out with me right now on Facebook, I'd love it if you could drop a line just so I can you can let me know and I can see that you're with me and that you can hear me well. And also drop a line, let me know how your weekend is going so far. Wishing you the best weekend possible. And I hope that it is going pretty well. And if not, I hope that this short connection will add to it and help to relieve some stress if there's any there, give you some insight, something for your day, something for your weekend. I always say what I know you know, and that's just my way of saying that if there's something that I'm privy to, something that I'm aware of, something that I've learned about coming from a mother who's a 40-year school teacher, retired, I like to share and pass on the information. As they say, knowledge is power, and knowledge applied is super powerful. All right. All right, so let's kick it into gear. So I have a write-up that I did about it's okay to feel this. One of the most important things to dealing with your stress, dealing with anxiety, dealing with just the tough things of life is first going, it's okay to feel this. It's not bad. Even if it feels bad, you can still redirect the energy. So let's talk about titration. Titrating is a somatic approach to managing stressful or painful situations, feelings, thoughts, and memories. When we titrate, we are both moving towards and away from something, so that our nervous system, heart, mind, and body can process what is occurring and not feel overwhelmed. Super easy to feel overwhelmed. All right, just quick check here on Facebook. All right, good to go. So this is a way of managing stress without having to force yourself. Whatever you resist, persist. Whatever you fight, you ignite. So just remember that. All right, I'm going to grab another titrate definition. Now, the funny thing is, let me go back to an original definition because this is actually something that's used in chemistry. So, originally, most people would know titration as a common laboratory method of quantitative chemical analysis to determine the concentration of an identified analyte. Is a standard solution of known concentration and volume. So, okay, here's what is a simple explanation, because that was kind of over my head. A method of processing or determining the concentration of a dissolved substance in terms of the smallest amount of reagent of known concentration required to bring about a given effect in a reaction with a known volume of a test solution. So both this definition and the one that's related to meditation has to do with allowing a little, basically. Allowing a little and working with a certain quantity of something, a certain volume of something. So I first learned about this through a meditation I was doing with the Calm app. If you never heard of the Calm app, it's one of the best on the planet. In fact, in a few minutes, I'm actually going to play a cover of a meditation that I did That's on my new YouTube channel for 5M. And let me try something while I'm in here. If you are on Clubhouse, I'm actually going to pin a link to the top. Let's see how to do this. Okay, here we go. Pin a link. I got it. Okay. So what I'm going to pin right now is my new YouTube channel. Give me a second, just navigating to it. And I promise you after this, we'll continue on with this message and I'll get to the point. All right, so let me just copy this channel. This is a new function on Clubhouse where you can pin a link to the top of the room. So I'm going to do that. Add link. Nice. Nice. Okay. All right. It's okay to feel this. So let's talk about mindfulness. Mindfulness is a mental state achieved by focusing one's awareness on the present moment, while calmly acknowledging and accepting one's feelings, thoughts, and bodily sensation. It's used as a therapeutic technique. When I first learned about mindfulness, or I would say relearned about it, I just thought that it was, just being patient, just recognizing when someone else is doing something or recognizing something else in a situation besides yourself. But then when I read the definition again, I was like, oh man, there's a huge nugget here that really makes up this whole mindfulness thing. And it is the lack of judgment. When you reserve judgment. So you can feel like how you feel, but just reserve your judgment, your hardcore judgment about it. That's the important part. So recognition by itself, though, isn't mindfulness. We can recognize something and actually still be averse to it. We feel these things all the time. And that's why titration is important, because when you recognize something, if you're still at odds with it, which is something that's natural, it's tough to deal with things, then you're not really being mindful, and to be honest, it's going to take you longer to get through whatever you're getting through because you're averse to it. I have a saying where I say, my religion is acceptance over expectation. And that just really means that for me, acceptance is the way. Because if you start and end with acceptance, then the things that you expect or the things that come to pass that you're expecting, there'll be icing on the cake. But your cake will be acceptance. That way you won't be let down when you don't have good reason to expect something. And that is life. No matter how much you desire things to go a particular way, there's only one consistency in life, and that's change. So to me, the way that you adjust yourself to change is by putting acceptance over expectation. So recognition isn't mindfulness. We can recognize something and still be averse to it. But through titration, we're going to allow it. Saying it's okay to feel this allows us to balance the recognition with a genuine acceptance of what we're feeling or what is there. Just say that to yourself when you feel things. It's okay to feel this. It's okay. I had a panic attack in 2016, I think it was. And the first thing I learned after I researched it was that when it happens, the first thing you say to yourself to help yourself through that next time so that it doesn't escalate or you can manage it is to say, this is happening, but it's only temporary. While this is real, this isn't forever. This is happening, but it will pass. And so that's a way of titrating. That's a way of leaning into it and saying, okay, this is what it is. But first of all, that's okay. And secondly, in this case, when it comes to a panic attacks pass. And so saying It's okay to feel this. This is real. It will pass. So that allows you to balance the recognition with a genuine acceptance of what we're feeling and what is there. And when meditating, which is what we're going to do in a few minutes, if you use words like in and out while breathing, you can use this to keep your mind focused on your breath as you're meditating and as you're working with something. It's okay to feel this while breathing and working through it. Titration. I found an article by Jill Satterfield that talks about titration, and that's where I got this first definition from. I'm going to actually read a little bit more of this, and I'm going to, for those that are hanging with me on Facebook, I'm going to actually put this in the comment section right now. Hello to my Facebook family. If you're with me, go ahead and drop a line. Let me know that you're there. I see my people there. Love to say hello and also see how are you doing today. All right, so I just posted this article in the chat on Facebook for you to read at your leisure about titration. All right, so I'm just going to read the first couple paragraphs, and it's going to go back to the definition I started with. Titration, a skillful means for self-regulation. Jill Satterfield. Learning how to titrate is one of the most powerful and skillful ways to self-regulate, refine balance, and stay in the present moment when we are working with strong states of mind, body, and heart. Hey, Andrea. How are you today? Titrating, again, is a somatic approach to managing stressful or painful situations, feelings, thoughts, and memories. When we titrate, we are moving both towards and away from something so that our nervous system, heart, mind, and body can process what is occurring and not become overwhelmed. When we are working with what is, we are feeling our feelings, noticing our thoughts, hearing sounds, feeling sensations, and whatever else is arising in the present moment. Hopefully with kindness and mindfulness, and not taking everything so personally. If this seems challenging, you are right. It often is, which is why we practice to cultivate this capacity. It's also why we need to equip ourselves with supportive, skillful means, like the ability to titrate in the interim. By learning skillful, practical, and sane approaches to working with where we are in the moment, we self-regulate. We become healthier and better able to recover our balance and negotiate our current challenges. Whatever you resist, persists. Whatever you fight, you ignite. So leaning into it, titrating, being able to not push it out, say, okay, it's okay to feel this, helps in a great way. So one of the things I want to do, I'm going to do a quick refresh of the space. And one of the things with this titrating is being present. You know, the best way to work with this is to be present. That's what it's all about. And so we're going to do a meditation around being present. And I'm going to share something with you that's actually on my new YouTube channel, which you see right at the top of this screen, the pinned link. So for those that are joining me on Facebook, this is 5M, music, movement, meditation, mindfulness, and mantra. This is my concept where utility and creativity meets artistry. It's mindfulness and meditation. It's my approach to it. And I'm excited about this because I got a long road ahead of me. I got an app that I'm developing, a new YouTube channel. I got tons of material, tons of content that I'm going to be releasing. And so I'm super excited about this because we need this for this time. All right. So for this last 23 minutes of this experience before I head over to the Clubhouse Town Hall. Want to hang out for a few. So, Andrea, if you're available, I would love to say hi. If not, I thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope that your weekend is going well. But if you'd like to come on up to the stage, by all means you can. And in this next section, I'm actually going to play Be Present, which is my newest meditation. And we're going to do that together. So I hope that you enjoy. All right. So on that tip, for those that are on Facebook, I'm gonna share my screen. All right. Okay, so this meditation is a cover. I covered this meditation, and this is from the Daily Calm app. Tamara Levitt wrote this script. I improv'd on it and also put my music behind it. And this is on the YouTube channel 5M Mindfulness and Meditation. I'd love for you to have this in your archive to keep repeating and just use at your leisure. And so with that, this is Be Present.
Welcome to this moment of being present. Let's start today's session by finding a comfortable position with a tall, straight back, and allow your arms to rest gently by your side. When you're ready, you can gently close your eyes and bring full attention to this very moment. Settling in and allowing the mind and body to gently still. With openness, patience, and curiosity, bring your awareness to the breath. And you can take a full deep breath in and exhale. And continue to track your breath and just gently follow it as it flows naturally in and out of your body. Take another deep breath in and exhale, allowing it to flow naturally. Don't try to force or regulate your breath in any way. Just monitor it as it flows naturally, knowing that the only thing that matters in this moment is being present with your life force. Now we'll scan down the body and focus our attention on each part. let's start by bringing your attention to the top of your head. Just feeling whatever's happening in this area. You might feel tingling, heat, throbbing, or soft vibrations. You may even have strong sensations, or you might not feel anything at all. Just be present with whatever state is there. Now let's take your attention to your forehead, your face, and your jaw, allowing each muscle that you encounter to relax. On your next out breath, let that sensation dissolve and flow to your neck, your throat, and any other place that you feel in your chest that you like to flush this air. Use your imagination to allow you to flow your breath to these different parts. Move your attention to your shoulders and just notice if there is any tension or any strain. And if so, use your next out breath to breathe into those areas, relieving the stress and the tension that may not have been noticed before this moment. Gently take your attention from your shoulders down to your arms, all the way down to your wrists and your fingers. Allow your breath in and out to flow energy into these areas. Notice the rise and fall of the chest as the lungs expand and contract. Direct your attention to your upper and lower back. There may be some intensity there because this is an area where we commonly hold stress without knowing it. So if you feel any tension there, just observe what's there with ease. Allow it to resolve just a little bit more. Let's now advance your focus down to your abdomen. And notice how it just expands when you inhale and how it contracts when you exhale. Take your attention to your pelvis and notice where your body makes contact with the chair or the ground. Direct your breath into this part of your body, resolving through stillness. You can take this focus to your legs and thighs and continue down your legs, noticing where you have contact with the chair, or if you're laying on the ground, your mat or your bed. And just notice if there's any tension there. Gently breathing into these parts of the body. You can scan your feet and toes Sometimes I like to wiggle my toes in order to release the tension that's there. And so as we near the end of this session, just take a moment to notice how you feel. Notice the lightness you feel from gently moving these breaths through the body, moving this tension, and as you disperse this energy through the body. This is one of the reasons why it's so important to meditate during times of stress. Because during stress, our amygdala fires up, allows us to get overly anxious, and we need to use meditation as a tool to calm our mind down. This practice is here for us to learn how to use this in a preventative way to help ourselves before things get overwhelming. So now you can gently bring yourself back to this experience. You can open your eyes and allow yourself to gently come back into your surroundings, still with that same stillness. And as we end this session, let's just take a moment in this stillness to reflect in a place of gratitude, being grateful and thankful to ourselves for spending a few moments devoted to our self-care. A few moments that will help us to deal with the next situation, or to have enough capacity to where we aren't thrown overboard by the normal ups and downs that life brings our way. I want to say thank you for taking this time for yourself. And I look forward to seeing you in the next session.
All right. So I don't know how you feel, but that felt really, really good to me. All right. So with these last 10 minutes, I'd like to connect for a few check-in to see how that felt to you. If you're watching this after the fact, by all means, drop a line. Let me know how that felt. And most of all, I'm actually adding daily meditations on my new YouTube channel, 5M Mindfulness and Meditation. You'll see it on YouTube. And if you're on Clubhouse, it's pinned here at the top. If you're on Facebook, I actually put it in the chat. And so right now I have 2 meditations on that channel, and daily I will be adding meditations for you, guided meditations for us to help us to settle in to our experiences, to deal with these life experiences, and also a range of topics dealing with emotional intelligence and mindfulness and patience and equanimity and self-compassion and all these kind of things. So by all means, I hope that you enjoyed that. If you're on Facebook, love you to drop a line. Hey, Sylvia. Sylvia says, good morning. Sylvia, how did that feel for you? Even just listening in, whether you follow the meditation, yourself and practice it, or whether you were just listening and drop a line. I would love to know how that felt for you. And Andrea, if you would like to, I would love to hear from you if you're available for how that felt for you. By all means, if you'd like to come onto the stage, it is open, and I'll be hanging out here for the next 7 minutes before heading over to the Clubhouse Town Hall. So I really enjoy meditation. You know, for me, meditation is one of those kind of things where I've been meditating for longer than, I've realized. I kind of walk around in a state of mindfulness, a state of meditation, a state of focus, and that kind of thing. I wasn't working as much with my breath. I wasn't doing as much breath work before 2019 when I started to add on to my meditation practice. I started following a course called the 10% Happier Journey, or 10% Happier, and I created a self-care journey called the 10% Happier Self-Care Journey, where I started putting out videos on YouTube and Facebook. In fact, for those that are listening, I'm actually going to be adding those self-care videos to the new 5M channel. So you can look out for that. In fact, I'll be loading a whole bunch of those today. But with that, I want to say good morning to Andrea. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Aaron.
Good morning.
Well, how are you?
Oh, I'm doing well. It's so good to hear your voice.
Well, it's good to be heard.
Yes, for sure. I'm hanging out here for, just a few more minutes before I jump over into the town hall, but I'm so glad to get a chance to speak to you. How are you today?
I'm doing good, Aaron. This is my second time sitting with the for meditation.
Yeah.
Because I have the Calm app.
Oh, love it. Oh, I love it.
Yeah, I have the Calm app, so I did it with Tamara Levitt this
that's
morning,
so cool.
the Everyday Judgment. So yeah, I did that this morning.
That's
I just,
super cool.
yeah, I just wanted to let you know that I've enjoyed sitting here and going through it with you. It's such an awesome feeling,
right?
To just sit, and just be.
Just be.
Right. Yes. Yeah. So I've enjoyed it.
That's wonderful. I love it. And I thank you so much for sharing this with me, especially because you can directly relate with you, having the Calm app and using it. So really cool. Tamara, is someone who I just became familiar with through this app. And what I decided I was going to do was every day for my own practice, with all that I'm unveiling with this 5M concept and, my personal meditations and those kind of things. I was like, for practice, what I'll do is every day I go through a different meditation. I've been using 10% Happier for a while, and I just started including the Calm app. So every meditation that I do, I'm actually, right after I do it, I actually cover it as well. Same way like you cover a song. And so decided I was going to do that for practice purposes and start putting them up on YouTube and add my music to it. So this is really cool because you got a chance to experience, something from someone that you're familiar with, and you got a chance to experience my version of it, so yeah, this is really, really cool, especially for feedback purposes and just, hearing how it's experienced by someone else. So I love it.
Yes. And I wanted to also let you know that, I've been following you for quite some time.
Mm-hmm.
And you have, I don't know if the correct word is evolved. I don't know.
Yeah.
But man, I tell you, from when you started off with me and to now, you're like, what I see is like, wow. Yeah, just wow. And you are just, I don't know what to say. I mean, just as beautiful as ever.
Wow, that really means a lot. Oh man, it really means a lot. And yes, I'll take that word. I'll take all of that word, evolve. It's one of my favorite words, evolving and evolution. And also blossoming, I think, is another way to describe what I've been experiencing and probably what you've been seeing as well.
Yes.
Wow. That really means so much. Because again, all I strive to do is just to be better, get better, continue to share as much as I can, and just continue to blossom and grow. So that is really, really affirming to me. And I'm super excited because, this 5M concept, I'm going to be releasing an app in 2022. The goal is to release it by spring. I'm looking to bring my approach to meditation. I'm looking to bring the soul to meditation. I say that I'm bringing utility and creativity to artistry. So I'm really looking forward to it because I always like to help. And I really feel like the tools that I'll be coming out with for meditation and mindfulness, and movement and these kind of things are just, I think they're going to be so practical and so useful and needed, especially during this time. They'd be useful anyway during all times, but during this time, it's like a next level need for it. So I'm really excited, and I'm excited for everyone like yourself that's just on that journey of blossoming and evolving and these things just coming down the pipe. So yeah, I really, really, really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. So got about 1 minute here. I'm actually going to start the morning show again tomorrow. I'll be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday between 9 and 11. I'll actually be doing the morning show again. Tomorrow I got a 10 o'clock meeting, so I think I'm going to do like a 8 to like 9:30 tomorrow. But I'm excited about that. And I'm excited about catching up with you more, Andrea, and checking in and continuing to track this journey together.
Sounds good.
I love it. Well, all right. On that tip, it is noon. I'm getting ready to head over to this Clubhouse town hall. I'm so grateful for Clubhouse. So grateful. I mean, really, it's been at least like maybe 2 months since I've done a room, maybe a month or so. And I love all the new features and that kind of thing that they added. So I always like to stay up with the town hall and just be a part of this evolving journey of this, this app and this environment. So I'm going to head on over there. To everyone that's hanging out on Facebook, thanks again. I so appreciate you. And Andrea, it was so good to hear your voice and to catch up. And I definitely look forward to catching up again very, very soon.
I look forward to it as well, Aaron. Take care. Have a wonderful morning.
You too.
Well, afternoon, your time.
No doubt. All right, sounds good. Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
All right, bye for now. All right, everyone. Take care. I hope that you enjoyed that 5M experience. Head on over to the YouTube channel, 5M Mindfulness and Meditation. Drop a line. Let me know what you think. Look out for a bunch of uploads today, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Peace.